I'm all about as a person looking to seek a job. So on that note, obviously, if something's not the right fit, maybe you know somebody that is. Point is, all of us in here, the attendees of Digital Capital Week, a lot of us are quote-unquote connectors. We all know a lot of people. Let's turn this recession into a reception and get our friends some jobs. I did a lot of that last year, in all honesty, not tooting my own horn. I think I got like 4 people jobs. That's probably the thing I'm most proud about and my biggest accomplishment. A couple of them are in this room right now. Anyways, I'm gonna hand it over to Jen and we're gonna get this going.
All right, and the one other thing I'll mention is that we're gonna take these positions and put them on the blog, so digitalcapitalweek.org. Anything if you forget and you want to check it out later, all this information will be there.
It's also being filmed right now, so be careful.
All right, so first up, 5 minutes with the mic is PayPal to introduce the jobs, which is very relevant to the presentation you just heard. So here's Praveen.
These are the positions we have open. I'm sure I might have created some interest in payments for you guys. Payments is not as complex as we think. The role of this job is to make it simple. So I hope people are interested here. The software engineers, we have both Java and C++. The core payment stuff is all in C++, and then all the newer stuff is within Java. So you have opportunities in both lines. Project managers, product managers, there's lots of new features that we release every other month, as I put in my showed in my presentation earlier. Pretty much every month we release a lot more products, and the role of these product managers is actually to go out and find out what exactly that's the real the partners, not just the developers, but even merchants and sellers and those kinds of guys actually need to make it much more easy for their buyers to buy stuff on their site. Web developers, UI, obviously, the user experience when they're authorizing the payments and all that stuff makes a lot of, it's very important for the whole transaction flow and payments flow. So there's lots of things on the web development side. Risk analysts, as you know, the fraud and security are huge in payments, and as a matter of fact, in any financial company and financial transactions, and PayPal has got pretty very innovative, cutting-edge fraud detection and risk management systems. And then this is a chance for you to actually work on them and even make it even much more simpler. As we open these platforms to enable developers to do various things, that's one of the essential pieces in the overall platform. Software development managers, obviously people who want to manage people and make things happen. And of course, you need system administrators too to ensure that all of the stuff runs smoothly and scalable and performing well. So a lot of exciting careers, and we are in sunny California. So
what's the reload like?
Relocation packages.
Can I?
Oh, it's not you, it's there.
Oh. Yeah. Relocation, as mentioned here, but I moved from Seattle to the Bay Area. So I used to live in Seattle before I joined PayPal in Bay Area, so they took care of me pretty well. They covered the whole move, temporary housing for a couple of months, rental cars. They take very good care of you, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't even have to even pack a simple thing. I didn't even pack my bathroom stuff either. They pretty much pack everything. It's pretty easy.
Awesome.
All right.
We forgot to mention that on your 5th year you get a 4-week sabbatical.
Yeah.
So we still do sabbaticals.
Sounds good to me. So we had a bunch of people indicate that they wanted to come up here tonight and talk about themselves for under a minute and tell us why that they should be hired out of the biggest crew in the bunch. So who wants to come up here real quick? Frank, you do not want a job. No, you can come up here, Frank. All right, we got our first one. Come on up.
Okay, hi, I'm Max. I didn't know it was going to be a minute. So we're going to do a thought experiment. Let's pretend we're a hip, young PR firm. We want our finger on the pulse of pop culture. So So who here has watched Gossip Girl? Come on, I know some of you have seen it. Yes, we have some Gossip Girl watchers. Those of you that have not seen it, there's a character called Jenny Humphrey. She has a penchant for fashion. She wants to be a fashion designer. And she decides she's going to have a guerrilla fashion show. She's going to exploit her society connections, and she's going to get a fashion deal, and indeed she does. So what can we learn from Jenny Humphrey? She crashes her stepmom's, I don't know if it's her stepmom yet, but she crashes her stepmom's society ball. And all these people are there, and they don't expect to see this fashion, but they love it, and they're like, wow, well, we really like what we saw. And so, you know, it's tongue-in-cheek, but it's not overly disrespectful. So here we are, we're a hip young firm, we want to be tongue-in-cheek. That's cool. That's cool in today's culture, and it's going to help us market our ideas. So we pick an event and we crash it. So far, so good? In this case, we pick a tech event. So who here uses Twitter? Twitter users? Twitter users? Yes, yes? Okay, who currently has access to Twitter right now? Yes, raise your hands high. All of you, yes? Good, cool. All right, can we cue up the slide, please? All right, so tech events have Twitter users, often with huge followings, and we want to, we want to sort of do a guerrilla marketing campaign to show how good we are at what we do. So here you see on this screen a tweet that I would like all of you who raised your hands to tweet right now. It says, innovative guerrilla marketing at number DC week, hashtag DC week. Hire at Maximilian, that's a 1, the L is a 1. So it's Maximilian with a 1 instead of an L. And then it has a link to my blog, www.pointilly.sm. It's the word pointillism with a dot in it, /hiremax. So there, we've launched our guerrilla marketing campaign in a room full of influencers who combinedly probably have a couple of 100,000 Twitter followers. All of a sudden, most of technological and artistic DC, as well as, I assume, huge cross-sections of other cities, have seen our campaign, and perhaps as a result of it, I will get a job. Thank you.
All right.
Good